Epicurus, the founder of one of the greatest schools of thought in ancient philosophy, concentrated on the philosophy of life, the art of living, in order to obtain the happiness that man deserves. This collection contains the greatest quotations that will act as daily reminders to you to live your life to the fullest.
Be moderate in order to taste the joys of life in abundance. It is folly for a man to pray to the gods for that which he has the power to obtain by himself. We should look for someone to eat and drink with before looking for something to eat and drink. There is no such thing as justice in the abstract. It is merely a compact between men. He who least needs tomorrow will most gladly greet tomorrow. We became men once, and one cannot become twice. A free man cannot acquire many possessions, because this is no easy feat without becoming a hireling of mobs or dynasts. And yet he has a constant abundance of everything, and if he should chance to gain many possessions, he could easily portion them out, so as to win his neighbor's goodwill. Of all the means to ensure happiness throughout the whole life, by far the most important is the acquisition of friends. If a person fights the clear evidence of his senses, he will never be able to share in genuine tranquility. When you die, your mind will be gone even faster than your body. Against other things it is possible to obtain security, but when it comes to death, we human beings all live in an unwalled city. Misfortune seldom intrudes upon the wise man. His greatest and highest interests are directed by reason throughout the course of life. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here. And when it does come, we no longer exist. It is impossible to live a pleasant life without living wisely and well and justly, and it is impossible to live wisely and well and justly without living pleasantly. All things are in flux. Of all the things which wisdom acquires, to produce the blessedness of the complete life, for the greatest is the possession of friendship. The opinions held by most people about the gods are not true conceptions of them, but fallacious notions, according to which awful penalties are meted out to the evil, and the greatest of blessings to the good. Necessity is a bad thing, but there is no necessity to live with necessity. Self-sufficiency is the greatest of all wealth. The greater the difficulty, the more the glory in surmounting it. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confident knowledge that they will help us. We need to set our affections on one good man, and keep him constantly before our eyes, so that we may live as if he were watching us, and do everything as if he saw what we were doing. All friendship is desirable in itself, though it starts from the need of help. Let no one delay the study of philosophy while young, nor weary of it when old. Justice is a kind of compact, not to harm or be harmed. A large fortune is accumulated by extremely hard work, but thus, life becomes miserable. Therefore, foolish is the man who says that he fears death, not because it will cause pain when it arrives, but because anticipation of it is painful. We have the power both to obliterate our misfortunes in an almost perpetual forgetfulness, and to summon up pleasant and agreeable memories of our successes. A right understanding that death is nothing to us makes the mortality of life enjoyable, not because it adds to it an infinite span of time, but because it takes away the craving for immortality. Some men spend their whole life furnishing for themselves the things proper to life without realizing that at our birth each of us was poor immortal brew to drink. Men inflict injuries from hatred, jealousy, or contempt, but the wise man masters all these passions by means of reason. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he is grown old. For no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. To eat and drink without a friend is to devour like the lion and the wolf. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. The most important consequence of self-sufficiency is freedom. Not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. I have never wished to cater to the crowd, for what I know they do not approve, and what they approve I do not know. We must free ourselves from the prison of everyday affairs and politics. Fools are tormented by the memory of former evils. Wise men have the delight of renewing, in grateful remembrance, the blessings of the past. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. The just man is most free from disturbance, while the unjust is full of the utmost disturbance. I never desired to please the rabble. What pleased them, I did not learn, and what I knew was far removed from their understanding. Pleasure and pain moreover supply the motives of desire and of avoidance, and the springs of conduct generally. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. If thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. We must, therefore, pursue the things that make for happiness, seeing that when happiness is present, we have everything, but when it is absent, we do everything to possess it. How unhappy are the lives of men! How purblind their hearts! Nothing is sufficient for the person who finds sufficiency too little. The noble man is chiefly concerned with wisdom and friendship. Of these, the former is a moral good, the latter an immoral one. I am grateful to blessed nature, because she made what is necessary easy to acquire, and what is hard to acquire unnecessary. Contented poverty is an honorable estate. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. for the gods exist, since the knowledge about them is obvious. The time when you should most of all withdraw into yourself is when you are forced to be in a crowd. We must exercise ourselves in the things which bring happiness, since, if that be present, we have everything, and if that be absent, all our actions are directed toward attaining it. The wise man who has become accustomed to necessities knows better how to share with others than how to take from them, so great a treasure of self-sufficiency has he found. If the gods listened to the prayers of men, all humankind would quickly perish, since they constantly pray for many evils to befall one another. The cry of the flesh bids us escape from hunger, thirst, and cold, for he who is free of these and expects to remain so might live in happiness even with Zeus. Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Then he is not omnipotent. Is he able, but not willing? Then he is malevolent. Is he both able and willing? Then whence cometh evil? Is he neither able nor willing? Then why call him God? He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. It is better for you to be free of fear lying upon a pallet than to have a golden couch and a rich table and be full of trouble. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for.